Hey, Coach Garman here. I want to ask you, do you have an elite goalie mindset? From working with some of the best goalies in the world, what I've learned is that once everyone's good mechanically, good technically, the mindset is what separates the best from the rest. But just like your technical skills, mindset is totally learnable. You can improve it. It's a skill like any other thing. Just like you got great at butterfly, you can also have a great mindset. And so, first of all, I just want to say like so many people overcomplicate mindset and they give you these tricks and tips, and in my opinion, they don't work. And so what does work is having an elite goalie mindset. And that's just how you approach everything, how you do everything. And so that is what I want to teach you. And again, it can give you the biggest advantage ever over your competition. So to start, I think we just need to understand in a very basic way, our minds are created for survival. So 2,000 years ago, when we heard something rattle in the bushes, our caveman ancestors would get scared, which was perfect because it activated this fight or flight response, which got their adrenaline going, their breath short, everything, and they would either fight off this predator or run away, and that saved their life, and that's why you're here today. So that is awesome. But what I like to say is our brains are wired for survival, not for saves. But we care about saves today. So unless there's something jumping out of the bushes during your game, we don't need that survival brain. But our brain has not evolved to that point. So what we need to do is we need to override that for saves. And so one of the first things, like a great example, it's actually a video that we have in the Academy. If you haven't checked out the Academy, be sure to go check it out. You would love it. Is this idea about a balance beam. And so this balance beam idea is you can walk on the floor right now, heel to toe, heel to toe, heel to toe across your room, right? Like easy. Everyone can do that, even I can do that, right? But could you do that if that balance beam, so a balance beam, I think it's 4 to 6 inches, right? So like let's call it this wide. Heel to toe, easy. You got plenty of room for your feet. What if we put that balance beam, I don't know, 50 stories in the air? Like, could you imagine that pressure? Like, what if you fell? You would die, right? So that is our survival brain coming online. And what we need to totally understand is the objective is exactly the same. So when you can make those saves in practice, it's the exact same thing in a game, except for a different part of our brain triggers. And there's a way to take control of that brain. And there's a way to channel our energy. So we can walk heel to toe, whether we're at 50 feet, 100 feet, whatever, right? And so elite goalies have found a way to bring their save brain online when they need it. And some of the best ways to do that are just remaining calm and confident. So to tie this into the technique side, when you're practicing, you are automating habits, right? We talk about a lot of this in the 5 key habits of elite goalies. This is what the Academy is all about. If you can ingrain the perfect habits, now when that play is coming at you, that 3-on-1, and you've got a million things to focus on, your habits are automated, meaning they just take over. You don't have to think about them, right? When you're walking, you don't have to think about your next step. Your body knows what to do. So actually in goaltending, our bodies know what to do if we train them the right way. So the very best goalies have simply trained the perfect habits, right? And then once they get into the game, they let those automated habits take over, and all they cognitively process is anything unique in the situation, right? So if that pass goes across on the 2-on-1, you know that you are tracking down to it, getting your push, getting set, right? You've done that 10,000 times. That is automated. It's where we get in trouble is when we start overthinking, when we start focusing on that, when we're like, oh my gosh, I hope he doesn't shoot. What if he does this? That's your survival stuff, right? So our brains have not been able to tell the difference between a 2-on-1, a 3-on-1, and a saber-toothed tiger about to jump out of the forest at us. So the key of the elite goalie mindset is this: form the right habits, just like walking across the balance beam, and then trusting them, knowing that you can do them no matter what. And so when you do get 50 feet high in the air, or in this example, when a scout is watching you, your habits take over. Your mind is clear to play your best. And again, this is when you're in the zone, right? Anytime you've ever felt in the zone, it's this elite goalie mindset. But the important distinguish it, it's not luck when you hit the zone, right? You can actually get in the zone way more often. You can play this way more often. Like I said at the start, this is a skill. Your mindset is a skill that you can build right now so you can play in the zone way more often.